Hi, welcome to my channel. I'm Janet Yong, and in my channel, I share about Feng Shui, Bazi, entrepreneurship, as well as the topics in personal growth like motivation, communication, as well as leadership. In today's episode, I'll be covering about 2021 Golden Ox Animal Horoscope forecasts, and the focus for today's episode will be those with the rat and the ox in their Bazi charts. So if you do like the videos that I'm sharing in my channel, please do remember to subscribe, click on the notifications bell so that you can receive a reminder whenever I upload new videos, as well as like the video if you found it useful and share it with your friends so that they can benefit as well. So let's move on to the next segment. Before we begin, as usual, please remember to download your Bazi chart from this link here or scan the QR code so that you can get your Bazi chart. And once you have downloaded, you'll notice that there are 4 animal horoscopes in your Bazi chart, as I mentioned in the previous video. So you have missed my previous video on 2021 general forecast for all the animal groupings and a more detailed explanation about the year, the month, the day, and the hour animal horoscopes. Please do remember to click on the link that I'm pointing up here so that you can watch the video and understand a little bit better. When looking at each of the animal horoscopes, you will notice that there are basically the auspicious stars and the inauspicious stars. Auspicious stars highlighted in green and inauspicious basically in the black wordings. And that's how I derive which animal will come in first in the year 2021. If you remember in the first video, basically we looked at the 12 animals and which came in first, and it was the monkey that will win the race in the year 2021. So in today's episode, I'll be covering a little bit more in terms of details as to what each animal horoscope will be having and experiencing in the Golden Ox year 2021. And we'll start with that of the rat. The rat basically will come in 4th in terms of the race in the year 2021. So let's take a look at what are the stars within the rat's chart. The rat basically has good relationship stars, the intelligence star, as well as the asset accumulation star. So therefore, it will be a great year for networking for those born with a rat within their charts. And we'll look at which sector or which segment of your relationship you should be focusing on when we look at where the rat lands within your Bazi chart later on. So you also have the intelligence star as well as an asset accumulation star. Wow, that's a great star, especially if it is actually within your hour of birth, mainly because the hour of your Bazi chart represents the action you will take, therefore accumulating assets for you. However, if you notice, there's also a black color star, which is the illness star. And I'll cover a little bit about where the palace of the rat is. We'll dwell into that later on. So if you were to look at the Bazi chart itself, if the rat is actually within the year pillar, therefore it is more your social circle of friends, your boss's boss, who will be experiencing the kind of stars that you actually see in terms of relationship, intelligence, and asset accumulation. If it is the month in your chart, good news for you because it represents great career opportunities and relationship with your immediate boss as well as parents. We are looking at it from the home perspective. If it is on the day, it is usually about yourself, or it could be your siblings and your spouse. And in the hour, if you have the rat, as I mentioned earlier on, it could be that you actually made the right decisions, took the right actions in order to have the asset accumulation and have great relationships with your subordinates. However, as I mentioned in the previous videos, at the end of the day, these are the stars that comes into our chart. If the stars are aligned, then you did not take any action, nothing will happen. So therefore, when stars are aligned in your chart, it is crucial for you to take the right kind of action to see the results that you want. Then let's take a look at where the rat is within the palaces. The red occupies the North Palace. And from a Feng Shui flying star energies perspective, the North actually has got the illness star in the year 2021. So over the years, what I found is besides the stars, as well as the day element that you are born that influences the skill sets that you need to pick up, the palace that the red is born or the animal horoscope is born also points to us the kind of experiences the person can have. So therefore, those with the red in their charts may also see illnesses in the year 2021, especially because they also have the illness star within their charts as well. So which segment would it be? Well, it depends on where the red is within your Bazi chart again. Could it be your parents? Could it be yourself? Or could it be your children? So it is then crucial for us to take precautions in understanding what can happen. So this is an example of some of the inauspicious sectors within the year 2021. So the North has the illness star. Therefore, if you can, especially if you have a red in your chart, to try and not sleep in the North sector. In another video that will come up in a couple of weeks, I will show what you can do if you have no choice but to sleep in your bedroom, because that's the only place you can sleep and it's within the North sector. Now, for some of my clients, they would actually prefer to carry some things to protect themselves. So I'll leave it to you. So for the red, you can basically carry the health amulet to protect yourself. And in terms of activation, you can activate the auspicious sectors within your home, which I'll share a little later on what you can do to basically have better luck and enjoy better success in the year 2021. So let's then move on to those born with the ox within their chart. If you can see, ox actually lines up the last in the entire race. So therefore 2021 would be a year where those with an ox within their charts to basically lie low, build basic good foundation so that they will have a better year ahead. So if you look at the ox, why is it one of the last? It's basically because number one, it has quite a few of the negative stars, like the discord star, the injury star. However, there is one good star which we call star of the arts or the talent star. What does this star do? This star basically allows the individual to maximize their creativity and talent. So if you do have an ox within your chart, depending on which part of it is within, it is then crucial for you to take this opportunity when laying foundation for the year to look at what are some of the areas that you can improve in terms of skill sets, especially when we're talking about continuous learning with digital disruption coming in, and especially period 9 coming in as well. So similarly, when we look at the charts itself, depending on where the ox lands within your Bazi chart, if it is within the year, then it's more of the experiences of the people around you, your social circle, the bigger company environment that is not great. If it is actually the month, then it is more at work with your immediate boss. So with the discord star, do remember to ensure that you have got good relationship or protect against some of the argumentative energies within the 2021 flying star energies. The other thing you need to also understand is the ox, if it's within the month, is basically career. So therefore, this will definitely be a year for building right kind of foundations for the future if you have the ox within your month. And it will be for those who generally are born in the months of January to early February. Now, if you have the day with the ox, then it could be relationship with your spouse, your peers, with the discord star that you need to be careful and work on. And in the hour with the discord injury star, then it's really be careful when you're going out and be sure to avoid generally the afflicted sectors like the accident sector, which I will cover a little later in the video. The other thing you need to remember is basically 2021 is the year of the golden ox. and therefore Tai Shui basically occupies the northeast palace where the ox is. So it is crucial for those born with an ox within their chart not to what we call in Mandarin 在太岁头上动土, or not to do knocking, drilling, renovation in the northeast sector of your home, or basically face the northeast one directions that will basically create a huge force of obstacle for you to overcome. So if you are focusing on building your foundation, spend time in the auspicious sector, generally the ox will still be okay even if they rank number 12 in the animal race. For those who believe in carrying items, then with the ox in your chart, you may want to consider carrying a Tai Sui amulet or carrying something that reminds you to work hard and to have success, like the victory banner, keychain. The other thing you can look at from a flying star perspective is in the year 2021, the ox will actually have the number 9 star coming in to the northeast palace. Now those who understand flying star energies will understand that number 9 can act as a magnifier. So if you know your flying star basic energies within your home, then you need to then investigate whether is it 9 magnifying good set of stars or bad set of stars and take the necessary action. However, when you have no idea about the flying stars of your home, then take number 9, especially for those born with the ox within their chart, in terms of having it within the career, the month, or the hour, which is your actions. It's basically 9 is future period 9 star. It is therefore an excellent year for you to build the right kind of foundation, investigate what are the skill sets that are required in the coming period 2024, which is period 9. And a lot of it will be digital skills, digital marketing, programming, understanding the digital world, connecting with consumers totally differently. So there are many new skills that you can learn in order to have a great year. And in this chart here, you can see these are the 2021 auspicious sectors: the south, the west, the center of your home, as well as the east of your home or your office. So I will cover, as I mentioned earlier, on these sectors in terms of auspicious and inauspicious sectors in another video. But for now, do note that these are the good sectors where you can spend time in, even if you don't have the stars aligned for you. By spending time in these sectors, doing the right kind of work and having the right attitude, you will still have a great year to be able. I have all the detailed forecasts together with the floor plans as well as 2021 flying stars and auspicious sectors on our website 8treasures.biz. I will include it within the video description in this particular video so you can visit the site as well. And if you like to have some of the reference chart that I mentioned today, please remember to go to our Telegram channel, which I'll include in the video description as well as what I've indicated here on the slide. So this is the end of today's video on the Chinese horoscope forecast for the rat and the ox. And I'll see you next week, where I will be basically covering the next 2 animal horoscopes, which is the tiger and the rabbit. So if you do enjoy what I've shared so far, please do remember to click on the subscribe button, as well as like the video and click on the notifications bell so that you can receive a video whenever I upload new videos. So I'll see you next week where I'll discuss about the tiger as well as the rabbit. In the meantime, take care, stay safe, and goodbye.